My name is Beta Rock, and together we can change the world. Okay, I'm waiting again a little bit here for the computer to catch up. I'm 10 minutes behind. And all right, I think we got the computer situated. Sorry for the delay. I don't even like taking a second. It's like dead time. It's not cool for listening purposes. So, again, my name is Beta Rock, and together we can change the world. What's that like when you get to be 32 million? I don't know. Just not where I want to go. Okay, so today we're going to think about, I invite you to think about, the headline says devil talk, but to coin a phrase, I like the way that I wrote it, devil speak. And there's some purpose to this in a couple of different ways, but let's start with the way that I wrote it. Uh, Devil, lowercase d. Why do we put S like Satan? I don't know. The Bible has the word devil. I don't know. But I know Satan capitalized. Why are we giving dignity to Satan? Shouldn't we lowercase it on purpose? Then I thought, well, we don't have that tool on our computers. We should even do more than that. When you think like Beta Rock, you think about world change, you think about getting things right, you just decide you're going to do right. And to these kind of details, I don't say, well, we don't have a typewriter that does this. We need to make one. Okay. I'm playing with things here, but we're not playing here. Where does the devil sit? Who knows what's going to come out here? John 3:8. This is a biblical text. The wind blows wherever it pleases. You hear its sound, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it is going. So it is with everyone born of the Spirit. This then is my prayer. Lord, may I be your wind here now. And there we go. I got that out there at the beginning. That's where it's supposed to be so that you can understand. I just want to kind of go with what comes to mind. There's any number of things here that we might talk about. I listened to John MacArthur over the last couple of days. I don't think I listened to it today, but he did a sermon. It was called Vintage MacArthur, dating to 1973, I think. That's quite a while back. And it was good. I didn't delete it yet. I want to listen to it again. I think I didn't delete it. So that the term that I'm coining, devil speak, one word, and we're going to capitalize the S in speak, okay, to try to accentuate the lowercase d. Again, I want to put the devil down. Some things that were in my mind. This is what I was even Googling when I was finishing my shower. When I was listening to MacArthur, a thought that's been in my head over the last couple of days, kind of thinking about this Beta Rock message here now, is where does the devil really sit? I think that in world cultism, this word is comfortable to me. The way we commonly think. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but we kind of give the devil some kind of equal footing. Like the devil's on this side giving us, we see these pictures, right? The devil is here and God or the angels are here, however we think. That's imagery matters to how people think. No, wait a second. MacArthur I think he inspired some of this. The devil was a created angel, okay? A thing, something created. So in terms of comparing him to God, it's not a comparison here. You get me? And that helps then how a person thinks. When, through the word here, devil speak, when the devil is talking to you, demon, we don't need to be overly worried. Okay? Right? So I've been playing with this. And then as I was getting a shower, I'm like, well, how low can we put him? And so the one, because it says it, and that's what I was trying, I couldn't remember this is what when do you do this when you type? I'm always hitting the period when I want to hit the space bar. Anyway, the devil period is the of this world, because I didn't know. And if I put blank, Google doesn't think like that, but it brought it up. 2 Corinthians 4:4. Let's see if I can find the Bible Hub. Let's actually look at it like this. 2 Corinthians Bear with me, bear with me. 2 Corinthians 4. Okay, 4. 4. Get the one that has all the different translations. Where's Bible Hub? Here we go. Bear with me. I want to get this. The God, lowercase, of this age has blinded. The God of this age. So when I read this, and I'm not, okay, I was challenged today in my running and some of this to be careful because 99 times out of 100, God help me, 9 times out of 10, I speak with an authority because I'm really familiar with the topic. The devil, I'm not an expert in. I want to keep listening to what MacArthur was saying. But okay, so little disclaimer here to be careful with what I'm telling you, so that you can hear that I'm not careful here. I don't want to speak authority unless but I want to get some things stirred up. Okay, the devil is not a force. He is, but it's not like my right outside this door here. Talking to my near homeless neighbor. It's tough. Okay, well. I see that's an example of devil speak, right? No. The devil is a pissant. Okay, the devil is going to the lower stages of hell, created for Satan. This isn't. Don't give him that dignity. You, okay, are the one that need to change your will and submit it to God. Don't allow there to be this notion in your psyche that the devil is a force that cannot be defeated. Okay? So again, these images to capitalize Satan, to get, okay. No, who is our enemy? This is what MacArthur was saying in his thing. He was talking about football. I didn't know he played football. Okay, I like him better because now I know I guess, I don't know where to go. I need to learn a little more. This is back in the 70s. I guess he just maybe came out of college, so it was fresh in his mind. I did not know about football, but I definitely am cool with that and like MacArthur more. How tall is he? I got to answer some of these questions. The God of this age did come to mind, so I'm giving you my first reflection on this. That doesn't mean he's a god, okay? It's like an idol thing or something here where he is the king of the people. He's the king guy, okay? Lowercase, God help us, that puts forth the flesh. That's what I think. So he's the God of this age. This is the thing when the 7 deadly sins of the Catholic Church, these kinds of things, the different things that I pulled up, maybe we'll talk about a little bit. But he's the guy that advertises that. Okay, but that does not put him into some kind of plane of power compared to real power related to anything related to God. So are we okay with this? To own the reality that Satan is not I want to say he's not a force to be reckoned with, but he's not something that we can't defeat. Pastor Johnny said it like this. See how you feel about this. He said, "I can't defeat the devil, but my God can." Something like that. He had however he said it. That was the point. Like, if I think so, compared to our flesh, our will, okay, he's an angel. Is he? Is he more? But compared to God, it's not a match. It's not a match. Okay? And some of that is this devil speak kind of thinking. When we are thinking like that, the devil, what is the devil? Another word of the devil that I think about a lot is that the devil is the father of lies. Right. And what's a good lie? Question mark. What's a good lie? A good lie is one that you believe. Okay? So it helps. This is why I'm trying. Okay, God help me to give you some terms like this so that you can think about to take every thought captive. That's this is wait, wait. Now that I know, like, there's now that I know this idea. Let's see. Let's see. I counsel with people. I mean, I spend my entire, free time and all the time as much as I can trying to develop relationships and I have wins, I have losses, however it goes. But I do counsel with people. I mean, and in this word, just we talk. Okay, what I want to drive all my relationships to this point. All right. So when people are in this position with me where they do start to talk, to do this kind of holy work it takes to clean shit up, okay? That's got to get it out of your backpack and out there. Okay? This is healing here. We got to, what's going on? Stream of consciousness, these kinds of things. Let's hear that. Far past the weather. Where are we? Tell me some things. So a week ago or something like this, talking to somebody and was getting, just listening, stirring things up, getting things going. And then some of the words that were coming out of her mouth. I'm like, wait a second. Okay. I knew the person well enough to think that makes enough sense that you just might believe it. Okay. But it's not, at best, it's not conclusively true. The way you are saying it, you are acting and believing into the idea that this devil speak is authoritative to decisions conclusively true. So this is a special word. Like, do we understand that the devil is the father of lies? And it's not a black and white place where this word sits. You're not an idiot, so to speak, to get caught into this terrible place where, wait a second here. Careful here. Name this what it is. This is devil speak here to conclude and to talk authoritatively into what might be a lie. It can vary around this. This devil speak term is something as I've been thinking about it today. I didn't give it every ounce of my thought all day. I was thinking about other things, but to introduce something, I could do one sermon a week like a regular pastor, but I don't want to do that. What I have in mind for things like this is to stir up a thing. And so then ideally the conversation starts to develop, and then together we take a thing and, well, in my life, see, I can only, even if I spent the whole week thinking about things, I only have my frame of reference of things that I've experienced or what I can do on my own. Like when somebody else comes into a thing and can capture an idea like this and then stir up the same idea, like, hey, that happened to me. Okay. Right, and tell me about that. Then we can develop a term, okay, that becomes helpful, good to know, better than what I can do by myself. So I'm not gonna, okay. Other thoughts to this word. Not, so back to this lady that I was thinking about this. Some of the things she was saying in there were kind of true. I mean, they were very cutting towards her self-esteem. That's where I was like, wait a second, this is a dark place here where you're going. But, okay, the scars of a friend can be trusted. And if we're not 10 out of 10 in our areas, there's a thing here, okay? I mean, again, I'm stirring up because I don't know how this is going to come out. But it's pervasive, some of the things that I was thinking about today. Because, I talk about the 8 dimensions of wellness. I talk about framing it inside of a Sunday school. So to simply look at a thing and say, this might be devil speak, or to wait, how does this get all, but then to within Beta Rock's ideas, okay, is that we're going to have guides here with other people that are committed in a membership into a Beta Rock methodology. I say it like that because no other church does it, but it's a Christian Holy Bible sola scriptura based. So I'm not a cult. Okay. I'm the only guy that's doing church properly. But you see the power of this? Yes, I want to be kicking out the sinners. That's a place here. But on the good side, have people that are dedicated down to the depths so that we can help. Listen, do you hear this? That we can help this precious child of God to get things, okay, straightened out. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Different discussions I had. I mean, again, I'm just kind of, God, I hope it comes out okay. I was kind of joking to myself. I mean, from the position that I take in life where I am the authority as America's pastor, king of the world, lowercase k. I love it, okay? But as I was thinking about this a little bit and some of the practical things, what does this feel like to be in a discussion with me where I'm always right? Okay? I am. Kinda. Then as I was roaming around here, I'm like, that's not absolutely true. Some discussions, you can say a thing that is true, and then you can hear another perspective on a thing, and you're like, that's true too. And then we're getting an enhanced, fuller picture of something good. We're on to something. Okay? Devil speak is inside of this just polluting a thing. So there's the idea of doing this kind of conversation with 12 different people where we can essentially, at some level, perhaps all, okay, all 12 people can be right into this one precious soul. Okay? They'll know, and it will be engulfed or based inside of love. Okay? John 15 comes to mind. I was thinking about this. The idea that God is the vine and we're the branches. Ultimately, it's not about the wisdom of Beta Rock. It's about the reliance on God. And that idea had me thinking, like, I'm doing the best I can and I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. I'm thinking that this is fine. But then to be in a class where people really understand, right? We like Beta Rock because he's really not trying to be damn Julius Caesar, even though he puts it on Facebook. He's not. You have to listen a little more. That's not what he's saying. He's saying, when he says he's lowercase king, he's saying, right, there's an authority here that is so far, we don't even have words to say it. God is the king. Commune with him. He is the vine, and we are the branches. We're the peons here, okay, in that sense. So when I stir up a thing like devil talk and you come up with some of your own idea because you are tapped into the capital K king too, okay? Like, wow, the power of this. And then when people sit down, historians in time, and look back and say, well, is Judge Maslin going to go to hell? Like, I was listening to Julius Caesar. Like, oh, by the way, here's Bob Maluga. Okay, so he's got something to say. He comes back from the days. Are we going to get distracted by Bob Maluga? Are you the devil? we can deal with Bob Maluga, I suppose. No one likes Beta Rock. See, that's a devil. Wait, no, I know people that like Beta. Bob Maluga now I'm distracted. But I guess we can deal with. How about we just go with the spirit here, and we'll give Bob Maluga the platform. All right. How about we do that? We can come back to devil speak. Technology will allow. I thought about Bob Maluga because Bob Maluga came up on I get texts that say when people comment, all of them have been from like Hot Girls 107 or something. I don't know if anybody looks here, but I'm like, I don't know. That's what I get. Probably the people that sit around in YouTube technology, they think about, well, I don't know. I really don't know, but that's what I get. But Bob Maluga, and I'm like, I think I know who that is. I think I knew, well, initials, interesting. But I remembered the name How close do you follow me from 32 East Baltimore days? So he was back before, and here he is with exclamation points, and maybe he wants to talk. Okay, Bob Maluga, you have the floor. Okay, what else you gotta say? Are you done, or or do you want to keep going? You've got the floor. Okay, Bob, I guess we're gonna go on without you then. That reminds me. Second thing in the list of beta rock things. Are we okay here? Second thing, inalienable right. If you participate with Beta Rock Church, you have a right to be heard. So I honored that. I'm honorable. Bob Maluga is a piece of shit. Okay? What do you say, Bob? Where's your picture? I'm just tuning in to hear this garbage. Okay, what's garbage? You're back. I'll give you the rest of the time. We can do this all day and night. That's fine with me. We'll have a 24-hour episode to get to the bottom of Bob Maluga. Do you like to interrupt me? Should I go back on? You can distract my thinking again? Is that what you would like to do? Now I honor the time. I even have learned to deal with avatars. You know, with Joyce Meyer, she's not live. I thought about this because, and she did one time that I remember, and I think it was just once. I was like, that's what happens. Because she referred to it. She said people like Bob Maluga would get on and stand up and do things like during one of the shows that were offensive or inappropriate or whatever. And then, okay, but they're not live. They're not live. See, I like live. I like you to be able to trust me. So that, look, I can handle whatever. I mean, I am the lowercase, God help me, king of the world, because I can take on Bob Maluga. I don't care. I'll go toe to toe with anybody. Okay, good. So now Bob actually has something good to say. This I find to be a good comment. Okay. So he says, I don't know if you can see it on the chats or that could distract you if you're like me and run and download what I might say. He says, I'm just curious how you call yourself a great leader, but yet you have no members of your church. You are leading no one. All right. So I find that to be a reasonable curiosity. Curious. He didn't really ask a question. What's he trying? How you call yourself a great leader? All right, Bob. So my answer to this is that I'm anticipating great leadership to come, and because nobody in church does it right, I had to start this way. That's one answer. Does your church? Do you go to church, Bob? Does your church do Matthew 18? I love Bob Maluga. Should I put him on my list? Do you understand my list? Like I made a list of friends. I do go to church. Okay. So are you cooperative to answer my questions? Okay. What does that, how do I say? I mean, I'm assuming your church doesn't do Matthew 18. Do you understand Matthew 18? So look, Joyce Meyer might do her thing and get rid of the people like this today. And this time right here, we're going to take care of Bob Maluga. If you don't like it, bye. I'm caring about every sheep. I think Bob Maluga knows me very well. Bob, you're boring the crowd. Are you a good communicator? What do you want to do? Why don't you message me on Facebook? You have something to say. You've said a few things. You gotta come at me with better stuff. Okay? If you really want to impact my thinking, you're gonna have to do better. Please carry on. I'm listening. All right. I am leading some too to finish your thing. So to try to give a little thought to this, a little, and then we'll go back since Bob says carry on. Great leader. Right. Time will tell this. But a lot of leaders, I'm trying to think. I wouldn't be the first person that started from nothing. And to the base of things. I refuse to get involved with some kind of a church board that I'm accountable to. I don't want to do that. So I'm happy to do what's right. The only way that I can ever actually be a great leader is to reset the system. And this is the cost of that. You know, that's, I'm anticipating great leadership. I believe in the Bible. That's my base. And I'm not leading no one. There's a number of different people. I've got in the makings of maybe 15 pretty good friends. And my agenda isn't to convert them to Beta Rock Church. I'm breathing life, and how do they respond to this? I don't want to do what the Bible says and get convert into the sense of them being the whatever. What is it? It's not weeds, but the things that sprout quickly and then die. I don't want that. I want to make 300 Spartan level warriors that can go out and do what the Bible says, make disciples, people willing to give their all. I'm not going to go to a church that doesn't do what the Bible says. I had to start my own. I tried. And I would have moved maybe. I would have maybe gone to John MacArthur in California, okay? But I'm on probation. Plus, I think it's God's call. There's a number of different things for you to think about. Anyway, can we get back? What do we got? 27 minutes. Are we okay here? What should we do? All right, this is a thought here. Devil speak. The devil ain't changing. All right, one thing we know about the devil is that he's going to hell for eternity. I'll get back to you, Bob. I don't even want to look at your comment because I want to stay on this train of thought. I'll catch you in a minute here. Okay, so like I don't know, have you ever thought this? Maybe I'm the only guy. I doubt it because there's one of my friends says it's never been an original thought at this point. That's But I thought, why can't we convert the devil? Like, why can't we do this? But we know that he's a done story. He's never going to change. The devil is dead set. We know this. There ain't no hope for the devil. He made his choice, and like lightning was shot out of heaven. And we know Revelation says that the devil's going to be there for the rest of time. I mean, this is known. This is a fact. But with people, we don't know this. So somewhere in here's a devil speak kind of a thought that with people we don't know this. Do not judge some things around here. So somebody could to this isn't quite coming out. Maybe to the devil speak. Maybe I'm trying to do it too tight. But to give people the chance because they could attack in ways like Bob here. Maybe Bob, I think Bob knows me. And so when he comes at me with attacks, it might be an indirect way to directly figure out if I really love Bob. Does that make sense? is he testing me with devil? Okay, but a humble heart behind this. Like the people that were dumping the trash. I mean, we'll just go with this a little bit. I can't say this is going to come out perfect. But I said to my one friend this morning about these, it just stirs me. They put their junk outside, and they need to not do that. And so when we pick it up for them, my friend was saying, well, his mom would do this. It's like an act of community service, like something good. She was happy to go and pick up other people's junk. And I'm saying, this is a counter idea. No, what are they saying here? I think that deeper down, there's some kind of idea that these people, we're going to do another devil speak. I'm too distracted. How my place maybe. But maybe they want somebody to get in their face. You're better than this. See, then we're not breathing devil talk into them anymore. When we pick up their trash, we're kind of, isn't it, what was that word? I said it in, we're really saying, yeah, we agree that you're a piece of crap. So we have to come along and do community service to pick up for pieces of crap like you. Versus looking them in the eye and say, what is your problem? Really, what is your problem? You have dignity, okay? You have dignity as a person. What is going on here? So they're throwing the trash out, and however they might act when they just, and so you might think, well, they're terrible. Well, think a little deeper. Maybe they're trying to actually beg for some kind of attention here, to have somebody talk into them and say, you're better than this. Oh, okay, Bob, let's see. Why are you on probation? One answer is because I have been to jail. I mean, you can go wherever you want to do this. And then those things come with probation terms. Does that satisfy you? What else do you want to know? This is good. We can talk. Maybe you're not who I think you are. All right, here's what we're going to do. You talk about that on here from time to time. Just curious. Mm-hmm. The best way, Bob, to find out your questions is to message me on Facebook. I told a lovely lady today, I said, I promise to be the best conversation that you've ever had in your life. I said, I promise to be the best friend that you've ever had in your life. This is somebody I need. Same with you, Bob. You gotta dance. You gotta participate. This is a two-way thing. Okay? You have things to say, and I invite that. That's got a place. But we're probably going to be done here in about 2 minutes, because the real reality is if you really care, you can handle this from a different platform. Right, Bob? Do you have any objection to this? What are you trying to do? Are you really trying to just interrupt things, or do something good? That's my question. What's your motive here? I don't like you. Okay? I love you, but I don't like you because I don't feel goodness here. And I remember you from before as a bad guy. We'll retitle this. What do we got? 30. We'll give you to 40. All right. No, we're just going to be done. This will now be changed to Bob Maluga. Why am I? That's not nice. Well, it is nice if I'm correcting error. If you got troubles and I'm telling you straight. I'm telling you how I feel. Why are you a bad guy? Well, because you don't answer my questions. I asked if you went to a Matthew 18 church. You didn't answer that. Okay, so you're attacking me, but you're not really receiving any kind of actual response. You're a bad guy because I don't know who you really are. I don't really like dealing with avatar type people. I've also given you the invitation. If you said I say that from time to time, I mean, And I remember from before that you were saying things that weren't real, that basically the same tone I get now. Plus, I think I know who you are, and I'm definitely against that guy. Oh God, I spit on my screen. I don't know if you're a bad guy. That's if look. I think I know who you are. Even if you're not, how did these people come up? Where the heck is that other guy that used to go around that was on my side? I never did meet him. Do you know him? We can stir up whatever. All right. That's what I'm saying. Back to the comment I made before. I don't know if you're a bad guy. I'm concerned about that. If we can breathe truth into your situation, then we'll know. Sometimes knowledge and truth clean things up. I don't think you know me. Well, that's a statement. Okay. T minus 4 minutes, Bob. I'm glad to hear from you. My attitude, hey, you got the show. Okay. I'll have to figure out how to block if you become a problem. Why are you interested in me? Okay. That's something I'd also like to know. We need the Jeopardy music. Okay. Okay, see again, Bob, you're still just really not you're not engaging. You're just throwing out these rocks. It's like you're behind a wall and you're throwing a rock and then you're still behind the wall. If we want to have a productive conversation, we need to have we just got a lot of violations happening here. Why? I thought you were all about expressing their views. Right, and I'm giving you outlets to deal with these things more productively, distracting presumably all of America someday when they sit around and watch these videos because it's now become the Bob Maluga Show is not really the design of what's supposed to happen here. Okay. I'm here to help you come to a deeper relationship with Jesus. Okay. And the way to do that better is to do it through Facebook. Do you have Facebook? No, I think you do because I think I'd have to think. I imagine, I don't know. Who doesn't have Facebook? We can get together, like in person. Do you wear a mask? I love Jesus. Okay, another statement. T minus 1 minute and 50 seconds. I am about people expressing their views. Yes. Pick a rock for life. Okay, well, that seems to change your tune a little bit. See, this is why, just to kind of point out, Bob, see, like if we were actually 32 million big, we wouldn't be doing this. This is fine. I trust in God being sovereign and it's his show. I mean, it's my show, but it's his show. You're now part of a thing. This is one of the benefits of where when things start with not that many, okay? You have a voice today. Take advantage. Get to know me. I'm serious. I will love you to, in ways you've never been loved before. Even your mama. Sign me up. For what? Beta Rock membership? I feel sarcasm. Okay. 2, 1. All right. We're done with Bob Maluga. We're done with now the Bob Maluga Show. God help me to know how to handle Bob Maluga, and Bob Maluga might open his heart to a conversation. In Jesus' name, we are distracted. I think. Let me think here. Are you ready, Bob? I mean, I, we can be okay with a distracted time. I'm okay with a distracted time. We don't need to go through the formality of things. This is the Bob Maluga Show, and Beta Rock is signing out.